You know, for everything you see in the world around you, every single action, every change, there's this invisible engine humming just beneath the surface that makes it all happen. In this explainer, we're going to pull back that curtain and take a look at the hidden world that's actually powering our reality.
Okay, think about something super simple, like a pot of water on the stove. You see the bubbles, you feel the heat, you watch the steam rise, but is that the whole story? I mean, really? Or is what we're seeing just the grand finale of a much smaller, way more frantic drama that's happening on a level we can't even imagine?
All right, so let's start with what's right in front of our faces. This is the world of our senses, what scientists call the macroscopic world. To put it simply, this is your everyday reality. It's everything you can interact with. If you can see it, if you can touch it, or if you can measure it with a basic tool, you're in the macroscopic world. Easy enough, right?
So, what are the rules of this macroscopic world? Well, it's pretty straightforward. It's everything that's visible to the naked eye. It deals with big picture stuff. And most importantly, we can describe what's happening by measuring things like temperature, pressure, and volume, kind of like the vital signs of the world around us.
So yeah, when you see those bubbles starting to form in hot water, or you watch an ice cube slowly turn into a puddle on the counter, you are observing a macroscopic event. You're watching the big show, but you're not seeing what's really causing it.
To get to the real cause, we have to shrink down. I mean, way, way down. Let's jump to the other side of the story and dive into the world of the infinitely small, the microscopic system.
This, my friends, is the engine room. It's this hidden world just swarming with trillions upon trillions of atoms, molecules, and ions. And everything that happens down here dictates what we see on the big stage. This is where the real action is.
Now, here's the catch. You can't see any of this. It's completely invisible. So we have to rely on scientific models and theories to understand what's going on. And what do those models tell us? They tell us this world is just a constant, chaotic dance of tiny particles zipping around, crashing into each other, and swapping energy. In fact, what we call temperature is really just the average speed of all those tiny particles.
A really good way to picture it is like a super hyperactive city that literally never sleeps. That's the microscopic world. Every single particle is like a little citizen, just constantly rushing around, bouncing off everything, creating all this collective energy that powers our visible world.
So we've got these two worlds, right? The big one we see, and this tiny, invisible one. You'd think they're completely separate, but they're not. They are connected by this powerful, unbreakable bridge. And this is where it all clicks.
And here it is, the most important takeaway. The microscopic world isn't just off doing its own thing. No way. It is the direct cause of everything we experience in the macroscopic world. One is the cause and the other is the effect. Simple as that.
Let's go back to that pot of boiling water, because it's the perfect example. What we see is the water boiling. That's the effect. But what's the cause? Well, on the microscopic level, as you add heat, individual water molecules are soaking up that energy, and they start moving and vibrating like crazy, so fast that they actually break free and escape as a gas. That invisible chaos is what creates the bubbles you see.
And hey, this isn't just about heat. It works for pressure, too. When you pump air into a tire, you can feel the pressure increasing. That's the macroscopic effect. The microscopic cause? Well, you're cramming trillions of gas molecules into that space, so they start colliding with the inside of the tire way more often and with a lot more force.
So how do we wrap our heads around all this and keep it straight? Let's use a simple analogy that just locks it in perfectly. One is what you see on stage, and the other is what's happening behind the curtain.
This little chart here just lays it all out so clearly, right? On the macroscopic side, everything is visible. It's large scale, and we know about it because we can see it, like water boiling. But on the microscopic side, it's all invisible. It's all happening at the particle level. And we only know it's happening because of theories and models that tell us what's really going on is that the molecules are speeding up.
So really, it all boils down to this fantastic idea. The macroscopic world is the stage. It's the performance that we all get to watch. But the microscopic world, that's the real drama happening behind the curtain. It's the script, it's the actors, it's all the frantic energy that makes the show possible in the first place.
So the next time you smell a flower from across the room, or you watch rust form on a piece of metal, or even just feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, take a second. Ask yourself, okay, what's the show I'm seeing on stage? And what's the incredible, invisible drama that must be happening behind the curtain?